All right, so first I want to offer heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of Bryce Andrew Gerlach. He's an 18-year-old man from Corydon, Indiana. He was the individual who was shot and killed senselessly last night in a very senseless act of violence. Additionally, I want to wish a speedy recovery to the two individuals who were wounded during this incident. One is a 22-year-old male, the other is a 42-year-old female. I'm going to withhold the names of those individuals due to privacy interest. Our initial belief is all of the persons who were shot in this incident were completely unrelated to the dispute that led to it. So all of these folks were innocent bystanders. At approximately 9:53, yesterday's date, 10/12/24, multiple gunshots were reported in the area of State and Black, as well as the Ride area of the Harvest Homecoming. To clarify our original release, we've learned through witnesses there was likely multiple shooters firing from different locations. It was initially thought only shots were fired from the area in the rear of the Scribner house, which is located at State and Main Street, and from the YMCA lot. Our investigation has revealed there was possibly another individual firing from within the carnival area. It is preliminarily believed at least two groups of individuals were involved in a dispute, and this led to shots fired. After the shooting, all suspects, all described as black males in their late teens to early 20s, fled the area. At the time of the incident, it should be noted, multiple employees, police officers, security personnel were within close proximity to that area and the Rides area. Immediately after the shots were fired, officers of the New Albany Police Department began life-saving measures for those injured on scene. The New Albany Police Department Criminal Investigations Division has been working nonstop since the occurrence. At this time, we have identified several persons of interest related to this case. Due to the nature of the ongoing investigation, I can't release the details that led to this knowledge. At this point, I will not speculate, editorialize anything regarding this event. Our primary responsibility is to identify and apprehend all suspects in this case. I'm working at this point in time to get you a photograph. Okay, Lieutenant Colonel Fudge behind you has photographs of Mr. Gerlach. That is my statement. I will briefly answer what questions I can, but as I said, this is a very fluid, ongoing investigation, and many details can't be released at this time.
We've been reporting that you were saying that the shooters were still at large. Do you think there's still a risk to the public?
I would say yes, and here's the reason. The nature of what they did, the reckless nature of what they did, would lead any reasonable person to say, yes, these are dangerous individuals. Whereas we have not positively identified anybody yet, as soon as I do, or we do, we will release that publicly.
Are you able to confirm the number of shooters that you believe there are?
Like as said, still under investigation. We suspect at least two.
Can you just speak a little bit to just, how, just what the response is like for New Albany Police Department when something like this happens at such a busy event at Harvest Homecoming? I imagine that's a pretty stressful time for, to respond to something of that nature, especially, when there's so many people around. Can you just describe kind of what that response is, whenever?
Sure.
The circumstances.
So the Harvest Homecoming is New Albany's signature event. And as always, it's all hands on deck for the New Albany Police Department. And in my time with the New Albany Police Department, it always has been, and it always will be, the event that we focused the most resources upon. Multiple police officers and other support staff are always assigned to all areas
pertaining to the event.
What are like the security measures like around the area, getting into the event, anything that was on?
So this is a festival event that's on streets, and so as far as designated entries and exits, there are none. And in the many years of this festival, I believe 57 years, obviously this is the most prominent event that's ever occurred. We will normally get through these events without so much as arresting anybody. You know, we have a very pleasant crowd. Unfortunately, during this particular event, we had, you know, individuals who decided that they were to come down and do what they did. And, you know, for that, we will work tirelessly to bring them to justice.
Do you have any idea of how many, you answered this, but how many persons of interest there are?
I don't want to speculate or state anything regarding numbers at this point.
I'm sure this will be in the updated press release, but can we get the spelling of the man who was killed?
Yes. So it's Bryce, B-R-Y-C-E. His middle name is Andrew, common spelling, Gerlach, G-E-R-L-A-C-H. 18-year-old from Corden, Indiana.
And then was the festival canceled today because of just the magnitude of what happened, or the investigation? Is there investigators out there today?
I have no information regarding why the Harvest Homecoming is an entity of itself. It's a nonprofit. You'd have to ask the individuals from the Harvest Homecoming why they decided to cancel the balance of the festival.
How's the department doing today after having to respond to something like this? You said.
Well, it's still on all hands on deck, but our team is dedicated to safety and security of our citizens and our visitors to our community. Some of our staff have been up all night working to, you know, conclude this matter, and I think we will continue to work diligently throughout the day and days to come to ensure that those responsible are brought to justice.
And then any indication if the people of interest are from Southern Indiana or local?
Again, I don't want to speculate on who or where they're from. Anything more? Okay, thank you.